All right. Hello. Hello. This is the English session. We are talking about today's date is 2nd March 2021, and timing was 1:24. It's noon. So I'm adjusting my camera, but you can see so much bright over there. That is because of that my camera doesn't have a really cool dynamic range that understand the shadows and dark at the same time. So basically, if I focus on that thing, it will completely um, my face was completely even dark. Yeah, you cannot see anything at all. If I focus on my face, it's completely bright over there. So basically it was happened. So I am kind of like a autolock this thing and exposing proper so I can see myself, and because kind of like I am the important. So yeah. So what is gonna we are talking about? We are talking about the module 2 lesson number 1. Okay. uh, right now I'm studying about the video production. Okay. And what is the filmmaking things we need for the filmmaking? What kind of filmmaking is just not just like a recording, like recording some sort of video or this kind of thing. No, it's about what do you film, what is your composition, what is your light, what is all those things. It's all, it's package of everything. It's just not just camera. It's you are thinking about if you have a camera, then you think you are the filmmaker. You are completely wrong about it. Yes, because you are not. Basically, for the filmmaker, you do need to understand everything, not only camera, everything about sound, environment, composition, light, and not just the production. You just also think about the who will watch your video, who will watch, uh, how do you do yourself as a marketing person, how do you make yourself as a brand. So it's so many things. Okay. If you are thinking you are kind of like a even better person in the future and you are trying to making it, so you do need to understand all those things. Okay. And practically it is kind of like a really difficult. Yeah, but I'm not saying it's that difficult. I'm not saying that it's not impossible or anything. It's kind of like a you do need to learn all those things. Okay. If you know this thing, it will be really better for you, better for your future and everything. Okay. So that's why I keep learning this thing, and always makes me feel really something like that ki this kind of section I didn't really know, and I am really glad to know about these things, and I feel really great. So that's why I keep learning every day, and keep recording this every day. So I feel really great, and so many things that I just feel like it's feel really good if you get some knowledge, and that knowledge is kind of like really important for you and your future. So you feel really good after that. Yeah, it's really much more amazing things happen with you. So trust me, you have to do this if you are learning. If you are in learning things, that's kind of like a really good for you. Trust me. Okay. So what are we gonna talking about? Yeah, basically in the last module we understand everything. We understand about the how the camera and everything. But it's just not just thing. You just keep doing this. If you know this thing, that is okay. But it's just like if you say I know this thing and I don't wanna listen this thing, and I am kind of like okay with that, and I am kind of like a legend. Like I last 2 months before 2 months I was learning about the lighting and light techniques, everything. And today I also learn about the lights also. Yes. And I feel really great about when I learn again. I feel really great. Yeah. So it just like always make you make yourself as a learner, as a student, if you, because you need to learn every day, and that is most essential things for becoming better in the future. So yeah, so we are talking about the module 2. Okay, so there are so many things that lesson number 1 contain about the setup of video creation, idea generation of content creation, social media, and there are so many things about this thing. Okay, basically, for this actually course, I usually watch the particular lecture and then I explain to you. But this module 2 is kind of like a really paid course. Okay, so you cannot get, you just need to pay higher price for that module 2. Okay, so but unfortunately they provide a really less price for this toolkit. This is actually a PDF file of what are they gonna say, but they didn't actually provide a lecture, okay, online lecture. So I'm really feel really bad, but in the end it is really good, because the because when you don't know anything and you are trying to know this thing, you will get much more amazing things. Okay, like setup for the video content creation. Okay, so what is the content creation and what does this thing do you need? Okay, the first thing about we understand about video content creation. Okay, so how is this video make, and what kind of things do you need for this content creation? Trust me, content creation is kind of like a unique art. Okay, trust me, you are kind of like, you think you are the creative person, so you do need to understand about what kind of creativity is inside you. You are love cooking and you are trying to do some cooking also, so cooking is kind of like a you creativity, you are passionate about. Okay, you are if you are kind of like doing something hairstyle or makeup, and you are kind of like a really good in it and you are trying to say, so this is your content. Okay, if you are cooking, so try to tell about your cooking stuff. Okay, if you are makeup artist and whatever you are know about the makeup, try to tell about your makeup things. Okay, if you are know about the fashion and everything, try to tell about your fashion, what is the trending things. Okay, try to, if you are thinking you are kind of like a motivational speaker and you can motivate pretty easily, so you can motivate, try to understand what is the things that people like and people get inspired about when they listen those things, so try to understand this. So for the video create content creation, you do need to understand what is exactly your passion. Okay, there are so many things and you cannot be everything, like you cannot be like makeup and you cannot be cooking at the time, you cannot be cinematography and you cannot be filmmaking, and we just like you are the passionate for only one thing, and that's the only thing God gave us to everyone. Okay, and you just need to find out. Okay, and once you find out, okay, I find out I love filmmaking and I want to do make some more about filmmaking, so try to get more and more about films. Okay, try to understand what is the film means to you, what is the things that required to make a film, what is the camera, what kind of camera gear, what I need, what sound equipment, what I need, what light, what actor, what should I thinking of mind. So you do need to understand. Okay, creativity comes from your head, not from the surrounding. Okay, because it just like this is kind of like a scrap material of my cooler. Okay, this actually look like that. Okay, it's kind of like a creativity, I put it there and it's kind of like a really good looking. Okay, it's not good looking actually, but it's kind of like a thing. Okay, so basically our mind is actually looking things very different style. Okay, if you are thinking if you are seeing something like I'm talking to you, it's kind of like a really natural things. Okay, but if I say I'm talking to you like this, it's kind of like a natural, no, it's a unique, and it's like people, some people like, some people don't like, and some people say I'm kind of like a became handicapped, so I'm not handicapped actually, but this kind of stuff, yeah, you are looking from your perspective and trying to telling your story to the audience. It is kind of content creation and that is your creativity. trust me. Okay, so there are so many things, okay, you need to do, interact with the each and every detail. Okay, what is the detail means to you? Okay, well, I kind of don't know about other passionate things like cooking and makeup. I didn't really know. I know about the filmmaking, so that's why I'm telling about this thing. Okay, so what is this? It's like filmmaking is art. Okay, and for the video content creation, I'm just trying to tell you that what are you try to create for your content. What is your content? It's become really much better, much good, much more unique, and people like it, and people feels really good. So you just need to find the way. Okay, it's just like if you have a pastry and you are serving a pastry just like this is the pastry, and it just like nothing, it just like white icing on the top, and there's a cake layer and there is nothing. Okay, and you are serving this pastry to the people. People like it, but people don't really empathize this thing. Yeah, this is kind of like a really normal to this, because most of the pastry look like that. Okay, but if you are serving a pastry just like some sort of design on the top of the layer, just like some sort of heart or flower, then people love it. People take pictures, people put it on the Instagram or somewhere, and they unintentionally like your pastry because your pastry is good, but you are serving really beautiful way, so that's why people love it. Okay, it's just like you are serving from the really nice dishes like a black marble dishes, so people loves it. So video, its content is always inside you. Trust me, it is not really difficult to find out. Yeah, because once you find out you're passionate, you are find out something, so many things for presenting for the people. But trust me, there's a one thing for that is people love is presentation. Like how do you present yourself, or how do you present your content that people loves it, people like your presentation. That is the most important thing, because some people say so many great thing at just like a really normal way, that people expect that ki, like a superhero entries kind of, people expecting this is kind of superhero, and he is kind of like entering in the film, so his entry is really much bigger. It's the people love it. Yeah, so you just like try to tell how the presentation, you just like try to tell your content. It is really good. It is really amazing. How do you present yourself? How do you present your content to the audience? You just need to find a way. Okay, content creation is not a difficult thing. Okay, it's just like everyone has it and everyone does it. Like if I am kind of like a mobile reviewer, or kind of like a mobile explorer, and I'm kind of like exploring each and every tech mobile which is releasing every month or every day, I use those phone and try to tell my review about how these phones, and do you use it or not use it. Okay, so if this is kind of like your passion, okay, and you will find out about and people loves about you. So there is another phone is launched, and is like iPhone 11 is launched. Okay, and you love that phone, you use it, and you feel really good. Okay, and right now you have so many pro and cons about this phone. Like this phone has this and this and this, and this phone has doesn't have this is something like that. You have complete list of everything. Okay, so if you have those things, and then how do you present these list, or these this is kind of information you have, that is called content. Okay, and right now you have a content, and right now you need to present those content to the audience. So how do you do that? This is kind of like a presentations. Okay, so at the time you do need to get creativity inside your head, like what is my shot, how gonna look it, it's kind of like a really good, it's kind of like a really not, what kind of thing I need to say for the people that love, that the company that love everything. You do need to understand everything, because it's not a one thing. Okay, it's part of everything. Okay, so content creation is not a difficult thing. for my perspective, it's not difficult, yeah, because content is just like you just need to inspire from one thing, and you just get inspired and try to present those inspiration things from your way, and people love those things, like trending music and people dance. Okay, like there is a one song that I know about is kind of like some sort of song is kind of like related. I don't I'm kind of forgetting this song, but yeah, Lungi Dance. Okay, the Shah Rukh Khan movie was Chennai Express, and the Lungi Dance is really composed by the Hayoyo Honey Singh actually, and this song is trending to the all over India. Okay, and people loves it, and people keep doing their dance. Okay, so you like this dance, and people love this song, and everyone is keep doing it, and this is kind of like a your content, like you have a song and you want to dance, so it just like, and you are some sort of dancer, so it just like how do you do this, how do you do this thing, it just kind of like a do the dance on that song. That dance is really catchy for the sound and really catchy for viewers, and they feels really good while watching your dance. So you do need to understand your skills and try to match with the content and present it properly with the audience, and definitely it will really good. It doesn't matter your content, it's kind of like a really unique, because unique content is, yes, it is always really good, trust me, it is really good, but unique content is kind of like a really very less people watch those things, like there is an astronaut and he's spacewalk means he's kind of like a doing something on the space. Okay, so it's kind of like a unique thing. Okay, and no one will do those things, because if you want to do those things, you want to get in space and try to try to get those suit, and then you can do these things. Okay, but not everyone will allow to do this, because in the space you cannot go there. Yes, basically it's lots of permission, and you need to be an astronaut for these things. So not everyone can do this thing. So if you are doing this thing, that means this is your art is kind of like really unique, like you are dancing on the space. Okay, like you have some sort of astronaut suit, and you are on the space, and there is another astronaut is holding a camera, and you are in the space, and you are kind of like a really dancing. So it's kind of like a really unique art, no one will do that thing, and it's kind of like a really unique, and it is really good, trust me, people loves it. Okay, but not everyone do these things, so it's kind of like a really privilege, it's kind of like a really gives a preference that this is unique. Okay, but unique things happened really often, like just like thousand at once. Okay, but you don't need to find the unique thing. If you are try to find some sort of unique thing, so for making my content even better, so I'm suggesting that, okay, if you are finding some sort of unique thing, that is okay, but it's not gonna take so much time for it. Okay, because if you are investing so much time for this unique art, and people gives you applause, yeah, people gives you really good thing, but it doesn't give you that the time is really important. Yeah, for that particular period of time you are doing something even much more better things in these several days for learning this unique art. I'm not saying is that you cannot learn those things, definitely you do need to learn this unique art, definitely, but it takes some time. Okay, I'm just talking about for the YouTube audience or the YouTube creators, trust me, because YouTube uh, promote those creator who is constantly uploading their creativity. Okay, not just for the one person is kind of like doing some unique art, and he's always posting some sort of things which is really uniquely, but at a very long distance period of time. So it very less people watch those unique art, and so it's kind of like a YouTube algorithm. Yeah, it's just like YouTube algorithm promote such a content that channel is kind of like constantly uploading your content. Okay, so these kind of things happen at the YouTube. So trust me. Okay, so I'm not saying is that finding a really unique art. No, no, no. It's try to find unique art. It's kind of like a really good, but not take too much time for it. Okay, it's kind of like a your perspective. I'm not try to drill. I'm not try to telling this thing. I'm not recommending this thing. Ki you should have to do this and you should have to do not this. It's all depend upon you, because content creation, it's kind of like a flexibility of your mind and your think and what do you think and what do you present. It's up to you, because YouTube doesn't gives you like a boundary to you have to do this or you have to do this. No, no, no. If you want your content take some time and you want to publish some of the content once in a week or once in a month, no worry at all. Trust me. Yeah, it's because YouTube will also understand. Okay, trust me, this content has to be published once in a month, so that is okay. But if you are publishing once in a week, so it's all depend upon creativity and everything. Okay, but the one thing I'm gonna tell you is content creation is not a difficult thing. Trust me. You just need to find, because you just need to find your passionate. Trust me. If you are passionate in one thing, then content is always with you. You just need to find the proper way to present with the audience. Okay. But if you are not passionate, then this if you are not passionate for something, then YouTube and another this video industry is not meant to you. Trust me, because this video industry, or I'm talking about YouTube actually, this kind of like a passionate people for something, for doing something. Okay, if you are not passionate, then this is not, trust me, it is definitely not. Okay, and passion is kind of like a each and everything. Like, you cannot mention that people are passionate about running. The people are watching some of the videos like how to open the door. Trust me, it's just like this kind of video is also really viral, that almost like millions of people watch those videos to how to open the door. Trust me, it's this. It's like people are watching this thing. Trust me, they have so many times and so many people have so much things. Trust me. So you just need to understand your thing. You just not to be unique, because some people do like how to drink a water. Okay, there is a video is also available in YouTube. Trust me, and there are millions of views on there, like how to drink a water, or how to open the door, or how to cut the pastry, or how to. It is like, but still people watching, and that is not a unique art. Trust me, it is not. How to open a door, it's not a unique art. It's just like people do every day in their homes, in millions of time. Okay, but still they are watching how to open the door. It's like, because it's kind of like a really happy. You see me smile on my face. It's because of that, this kind of creativity, like how to open a door, and I feel that 10.3 million views on that video. Dude, what this the fuck? हो क्या रहा है ये? So it is all those things happen. Trust me. So it doesn't need to be you are kind of like content is kind of like a really unique. No, no, no. It's like how to present your content, that is most important thing. Okay, yes. Then there is a camera for vlogging. Trust me, you are the filmmaker or you are some sort of telling the story, so you don't need to tell the story. For some people use vlog. What's a vlog actually? Vlog actually, it's kind of like a video. Actually, vlog, this word actually come from blog. Okay, what is exactly a blog? You do need to understand blog. Blog means telling a story by word. Okay, in just like past few years ago, blog is not just a word. It's not invented. This blog is word is actually invented in past few years. Okay, before that, blog word is not actually exist. Okay, So before that, it's a blog. And what is exactly blog? Blog means some sort of story written on some sort of page, or that is called blog. Like travel blogger, like people goes to travel and he wants, and he's telling what is exactly happen over there, and he's telling things by writing. That is called blog. Okay. But instead of that, people goes to the travel and they are shooting himself and telling the story by video format, and people loves it, and that is called vlog. That is V for video, and blog, so vlog, so it's kind of like a vlog. So and people loves it, yes, trust me, because in writing it's kind of like a really difficult, because most of the people don't really write as well as people used to read or people used to write. Okay. Or people usually don't read actually, yes, because most of the people, they just want to get the information by the video format, because video format is, because our mind actually understand through the image. Okay. It doesn't recognize through the words actually. If you say cat, that means I can imagine there is a cat. Actually, I picturize the cat in my head, but I didn't really picturize a cat, a word, C-A-T. No, I understand by the image of cat. Okay. So basically our mind is actually understand through the image. Okay. And vlogging is kind of like a thing that people telling a story through the video to the image, and people loves it and people get to know about it, and that feels really great, because whoever the person is watching is getting to know about this thing, and he feels really great. The who is a vlogging, he is also feeling really great. That's why I didn't really record from the DJI official mobile app, because of that key. There are so many things, and it's a problem over there. Actually, it's a pause, and after that, okay. So where are we? We are talking about the vlogging. Okay. So vlogging is kind of like a really good. Trust me, it's really amazing. It's a really unique way to tell a story to the people, to the audience, and it feels really good, and it is really amazing. Yeah. And you don't have to be really uh, good at telling a story. No, it's just like whatever the you have, whatever you are telling a story is. I'm not saying is that you do need to look good, or you do need to talk in English or specific language. No, not at all. Trust me. Okay. It's just like vlogging. That means you are shooting yourself. Okay. And you are kind of like a really different person from another. Okay. So if you are really convenient to tell your story in your native language, people loves it also. Yes. If you are changing yourself, like I just want to tell my story in English, but I'm not really good in English, but I'm trying to tell story in English, and I'm trying to tell the story in English, but you are not properly good. So you are forcing to tell the story in English, but actually you are not good in it. So problem is that you are not properly saying things, or you are not properly presenting your things or your story to the people. Okay. So that is a big thing happened. Okay. Do not change yourself for something that you think is gonna be better. Like if you say, if I speak English, and if I speak English, and then more and more people will understand, and more people will watch. No, it is not. Okay. You do need to understand, people loves you is to you, not just like you are changing yourself. No, yeah, I'm always saying is that change is always really good. Trust me, it is really good. Okay. But try not to change yourself, because Heba, listen one thing. if you are telling a story in your native language and people loves it and people really do it, okay, try not to tell this thing in another language, okay, because you are not good in it, okay. Whatever you have in Marathi language and people loves it, that's all, that is everything, okay. Because so many people tell their story in their language also. Yeah, YouTube is just like a bigger platform, there are so many people and so many things, okay. So it's not just a thing that you do need to change, okay. But if you are willing to do this thing like me, I do need to tell my story in English, so that's why I'm practicing it, okay. So I every day I'm making my things, I'm making my story or making my language even better every day, okay. So I just want to change my perspective, that is all because I'm really good at Marathi, trust me, but I want to change my language, okay. You think like that ki, it's just like earlier you are telling about do not change, and right now you are changing yourself. How this is kind of like a really mixed things. Okay, it's not a mixed thing actually. Okay, one thing is that ki, it's all depend upon you, yeah. Okay, I'm not saying is that you do need to change, you do need to say about this thing, or you no, it's all depend upon you. Is you are really comfortable at your native language or you are really comfortable about your English language, it's all depend upon you, okay. I want to be tell my story in English. I day when I started everything, I'm telling the story in English, okay. So and in future I also communicate with the people in English, okay. So I always understand the importance of the English, so that's why I am changing things and changing my perspective, changing my personality towards the English, okay. So it is really important for me for future and everything, that's why I changed, okay. It's just not just for the video, it's just for everything, okay. So if I change my language in English, it will be really good for the video. Okay. It will be really good for me in the future also. So why not I try this on the YouTube or any other video? So that's why I'm keep doing it, and it will really helpful for me. Okay. So right now I'm talking in English. It's like I never ever imagined this thing. I will speak that really well in English. Trust me, because I don't have any some sort of course and anything. I just talk. Okay, I know I make some mistakes. That is okay for me. I just talk whatever inside my head. I'm just try to make the sentence and telling this thing. I don't really listen those videos also. Trust me. It's just like I just record and put it on the computer, and it will always be there. Okay, so it's just like whatever you want to do, I just try to tell this thing. Okay. What about vlogging? Yes, I'm talking about vlogging. Is you to understand what I try to tell you is the vlogging is kind of like a telling story in video format, and you need to shoot yourself, and that is called vlogging. Okay, and vlogging is, some people like it, some people doesn't like it. I like it. Yes, vlogging is kind of like really good, but not too much. Okay, because if you are vlogging things, that means your frame is not really composition properly, okay. So you just need to set yourself at the center of your frame and try to tell the story. Sometimes it's good, but not every time looks really good, okay. It's just for the specific location, it's just like specific circumstances that vlogging things is kind of like a really good, but most of the scenario I'm not really prefer to be a vlog, okay. But it's my opinion, trust me, because it's my opinion, okay. But people loves it, vlogging is kind of like a really good, and whatever people loves it, that's I loves it, trust me. Yes, that's I do need to change my mentality because of the audience, because whatever the money I earn because of these people, so I do need to understand about the people and what people like, what people don't like. So people like the vlogging, okay, I'm vlogging things, okay. So what I'm not saying is that it's just vlogging is just for the beginning filmmaker. Okay, I'm sensing that I am the filmmaker, and I do vlogging in Paint video. Okay, so it is kind of like while vlogging, it's like a really things happen with you which is you are not really like when you are vlogging, and that means you are telling a story through the camera. Okay, so basically when while you are doing this, people watching you. Okay, people is surrounded, they are watching you, like it's just like they just watch. Okay, they just watching you and try, and they are judging you. Okay, but they are not saying anything, they just look at you and they just like, okay, okay, and you feel really nervous, you feel really uncomfortable when people watches you. Okay, and when you feel really uncomfortable, it suddenly uh, lose your confidence, and it will directly affect on your storytelling process. Okay, because once the people will try to look at you, it's like ये बंदा कौन है, ये जो क्या कर रहा है कैमरे के साथ. It's just like people don't really see every day like a vlogger every day. So it's just like when the people saw like this guy is vlogging, so people are trying to see like how this guy is doing this thing. Okay, so it's kind of like a thing that you need to learn, that you don't really care for the people, you just try to focus on what you try to tell the people. Okay, from inside, try to tell that like thousands of people are was watching through that camera. Okay, so you do not change your face or everything according to the people who was there. No, 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 you just like try to think like there are thousands of people who are watching through that camera, so you are telling the proper story to that camera. Okay, I'm kind of like being really nervous and really uncomfortable while vlogging. Yes, uh, actually I'm telling things right now here, that is because of that here is I right now I am at the terrace. Okay, there is no one here. Okay, and actually I'm not doing something like this is my vlogging camera and how do you think. No, 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 it's kind of like a tripod, and actually it's properly mounted here, and it's try to. Okay, so it's kind of like a really good trust. So I feel really great. Okay, that like camera is here and he's sitting properly and recording myself, and that is what I like. I don't like this is my vlog, and how do you think you're like this thing. It's my it's actually my thinking. Okay, not your thinking. You are thinking something really different. You like vlogging, so that's it. Okay, but I don't like too much vlogging. I like vlogging, but not too much. Okay, so mostly I need to express my feelings and everything, and telling story through that camera like this, like I'm sitting completely empty, nothing in my hand, nothing. I'm kindly stressless. Okay, so I was sitting, there is some sort of little air is surrounded here, and I feel really good, and there is no one is watching me, no one will hearing me anything, and I feel really good, and I'm kind of like really confident to tell the story, and this is good. This is actually good. Okay. So for the one thing, you do need to confidence while vlogging or things like that, because most oftenly people was always there, and people will definitely look at you. Trust me, it will happen to you every time. You just need to understand yourself. Okay, and try not to change your perspective, because people are thinking whatever they are thinking, because random people and thousands of people lives here, and they didn't know about the YouTube blogging and anything at all. They just like they are looking at you just because of that. these kind of people don't really saw the people is holding a camera and doing something like this. So it's kind of like a for their perspective, it's kind of like their perspective, it's kind of like a really unique. Okay, but don't try to mess with these things. Okay, you just like things happen well, you just need to focus on your telling story. That's the most important thing. Okay, so yes, so if you and this is actually and how do you build up your confidence while doing vlogging? Actually, you do need to practice for this thing. Okay, it's just not just like things that you are kind of like confident about and just happen at once. No, you just need to keep doing this thing. If you are keep doing this thing, you are get confident about that, and if you have a confidence, and that is okay for you. Okay, so yes. Then there is a camera. Which camera is do we need for vlogging and everything? So I don't really mention the proper camera like this camera you do need to buy for this vlogging. No. You do need some sort of things in that camera. And what is that thing? It's just like high quality video. Yeah, basically people mostly 1080p is definitely do you need. Less than 1080p is not okay. While vlogging and filmmaking and slow motion kind of thing, I'm suggest your camera should have 60 fps with 1080p. Trust me. And if you have those things, you are kind of like really good to go in everything. You are doing vlogging and everything, and slow motion also. So 60 fps 1080p, and if you have more than that like 4K and yeah, it's having more is really good, but not less than 1080p. Okay, and a 60 fps is also really important because sometimes you need to slow motion something, so at that time you do need a higher frame rate. So 60 fps is good. Okay, then there is microphone input. Trust me, having a good sound is really good. Okay, because if your sound is really bad, then people don't really hear those things. Okay, so sound is always even better. Okay? So always invest some sort of microphone, which is kind of like a really good, because microphone has some sort of unidirectional or bidirectional, or he can focus some sort of voice and everything. Okay, and he just dropped the like you are facing right now is kind of like a wind noise. Okay, so actually wind noise is completely resisted by the microphone or shotgun mic actually, and it will completely focus on dialogue. And so my sense is telling you that you do need to invest a proper microphone or shotgun mic, because sound is really good. If your sound is really bad, okay. But there is one thing, lava mic is also really good. Okay, but try not to do vlogging with the lava mic. Why? Because of that, lava mic is actually is situated at here. Okay, at your chest. Okay, so if you are vlogging, that means you are moving from one place to another place. Okay, so if you are moving from one place to another place, that means this kind of friction is happened here. Okay, is some sort of things. Okay, and then when the friction is happened at the lava mic, it actually that frictions is recorded on that sound, and it's kind of like a really distracted. Trust me. Okay, so I am not recommended ki having a shotgun mic on your chest and you are doing vlogging. Okay, so it's not gonna look good and it's not gonna well. Trust me. But if you putting a lava mic properly, and if there is some sort of friction is happening but not recording on the sound, then that is okay, because lava mic actually record a proper vocal audio. It's not for recording some sort of surround sound. It's constantly drop out everything, and it's isolate everything, and focus on your dialogue. Trust me. So having a lava mic is kind of like a really good, but I'm sensing lava mic is good for interview or for the still actually, like right now I'm talking, so right now I don't need a lava mic, but for the still interview you do need a lava mic, big shorter mic or microphone. Okay, so what the proper things. Then there is a rotating LCD screen. Trust me, uh, you do need to look yourself while filming. Okay, because you need to set your composition as well. Because while you are telling a story and you are telling about the nature inside your screen, inside your frame, you are compared to a screen. You cannot see, you cannot saw the proper environment. So basically, things you judge yourself while filming, like compose yourself, like I need to set left side and try to saw proper environment actually over there. So it's like when you have LCD, like if you have a mirror, then you are trying to look yourself and try to find how good looking you are. Okay, if you have a LCD monitor which is rotating, okay, so it's kind of like really good for you, and it will really help you to become better vlogging. Trust me. Okay, so yeah. Then there is a image stabilization. Trust me, when you are vlogging or when you are filmmaking, still shot or always be better than the shaky shot. Okay, like this kind of like a shaky, it's not gonna look good. Trust me, you do need to record almost like a really smooth transition. For that, image stabilization is always be inside on your camera. Whatever the camera you need, image stabilization is always in each and every camera. Right now it's came into the mobile phone, cell phone also, so it's not gonna be a big thing. But if you are moving too much, so I'm sensing you need to invest proper gimbal, because gimbal gives you really proper image stabilization, that image will move and it will fix, and it will completely smooth transition while filming. Having a gimbal while vlogging, it's like really difficult to handle, because once you have a gimbal, that means your gear is bit heavy, and once you have a heavy equipment, it's kind of like a really difficult thing. So you just need to buy a GoPro or any some sort of camera. Even your smartphone also, it is also a really good camera. You need to buy some selfie stick, and that's what you just need to use really good, but it's always shaky happen on your hand speed. So it just like you just need to invest a proper selfie stick. It is kind of like a really good, because image stabilization is always on the camera. Right now it's always the cell phone, and it's not a big thing. Image stabilization is always image stabilization is on, because if image stabilization is on, then really big things happen. Okay, so yeah, Wi-Fi connectivity. Trust me, because once you because you do need to brand yourself, and you do need to socially active while you are filming and while you are filmmaking or while everything. Yes, because you need to showcase yourself. Okay, and for that thing you need to quickly upload a quick upload. Okay, so if you have some sort of camera has a Wi-Fi connectivity, which is kind of like a easier to connect and transfer your data, transfer your file quickly as soon as from phone to the camera, and quickly upload to the social media. It's kind of like a really good for you, and good for the convenient also. Yes, because most of the time it won't be time like you are taking out memory card to put it on the laptop and try to copy the data, and then you are uploading these things. It's kind of like really difficult, because most of the time you cannot carry a laptop or you cannot carry things. So at that time you do need to have Wi-Fi connectivity, that I can easily transfer my data through the mobile phone and not just like quickly upload through the social media. It's kind of like a really good. So Wi-Fi connectivity is really important. Okay. Then there is a manual mode. Trust me, manual mode is kind of like a pro filmmaker. Okay, uh, if you are using this kind of like a camera which is really unique, and then you do need to use a manual mode. At that manual mode, you can